was in the Navy for U.S. Navy for 9 years. I was an aviation ordnanceman, which meant that I worked with the weapons off of the aircraft on the aviation side. I was 17 when I joined. Didn't ship out to boot camp until after my 18th birthday, a couple months after that, so 18. Boot camp was the second worst period of my entire life. It was the hardest thing I've ever done, and it was also probably exactly what I needed at the time. Taught me a lot of discipline, organization, responsibility, that kind of stuff that a lot of 18-year-olds don't exactly have. Well, boot camp was 8 weeks, and then after that we had a trade school. They call it an A school that we went to, and went to boot camp in Great Lakes, Illinois, and then the A school in Millington, Tennessee, which is near Memphis, for about 3 months, and then was able to pick a duty station, and was lucky enough to get shore duty my first time for my first duty station in San Diego. Our ship, the USS Nimitz, we caught the tail end of the first Desert Storm. Right towards the end, we got into the Gulf, and then after the war was over, we were in an operation in the same area called Southern Watch to make sure that things didn't flare up again. Being on a ship, you're never really in the battle like soldiers on the ground. There is a certain tenseness that you might feel thinking about any possible attack on your ship. But for the most part, on an aircraft carrier, it really wasn't that bad. We had a lot of things to protect the ship, the aircraft, some defense systems. So I wouldn't necessarily say there was a feeling of being in battle. Most, the battle was taking place somewhere pretty far away from where we were actually at. At that time, I was an E5, and I was a supervisor for the shop that we were in. We did the intermediate level maintenance on the bomb racks, the missile launchers, the gun that the aircraft used to shoot, and we did any preventative maintenance and anything that needed to be repaired on the bomb racks and missile launchers. And if need be, we'd have to go up onto the flight deck and repair certain things, if we could, on the aircraft, so that they wouldn't have to take it off and bring it down to us. That help keep the plane ready. And that was pretty much what I did on the ship. Oh, I got a lot of memories. I can remember. There's some that are kind of dumb and funny, but there was one point where we had one drill that we run is a general quarters drill. Like I mentioned, if we were under attack, you have to we go into general quarters, which everybody has certain specific duties that they do in that time. And when that drill sounds, you have to get to your assigned location quick. And in the ship, all the doorways in the hall are hatches that start about 1.5 feet off the ground and end about 1.5 feet from the ceiling. So it's probably about a 4.5, 5 foot, tall opening. And I'm 6'2", so I'm running through the ship, hurtling through these hatches, and I didn't navigate one so well and hit my head, and the next thing I knew, I was waking up on the ground with a big, huge gash on the top of my head, and wondering what happened. And along those same lines, those hatches, the bottom part, we always call them, their unofficial name was called knee knockers, because you spend a good deal of time on the ship, or during the cruise, walk around, you see a lot of guys with bruises on their shins and knees from not quite picking their legs up far enough. But there's lots of memories. At the time, you're thinking, God, how much longer do we have to go? But before we get back home and see our loved ones. But looking back on it, it was a real good experience, and I did enjoy my time out there, and do miss it a little bit. So I think the military gave me my work ethic. It gave me my sense of pride in doing a job the right way. It's helped me to have a certain discipline and attention to detail, and just a way to live your life. When I got out of the Navy, I received an honorable discharge. I voluntarily got out to spend more time with my family and to move back to Texas. Spending a career was certainly an option that we considered, but at the time we had 2 young children, and we felt that just going ahead and leaving the military and trying to start a career where I wouldn't have to be away from them would be the best option. If there was something I'd say to my fellow veterans, it would just be to keep working hard, never get down, always remember us back home, we're thinking about you, we support you, and we're proud of you.